Welcome back again. Fred here. Today is the January reading update from the reading challenge, and here I also want to hold you accountable. Have you read the books you want to read? Why have you or why have you not? And also I want to just briefly discuss the books that I've read, what I thought about it, and moving on, to the February month, the second month of the reading challenge. So let's just get into it, all right? January has been a very great month for me because I've read a lot of very thick books. First, I read SPQR, which is a book about the ancient history of ancient Rome, from the founding, which was almost like 750 before Christ, until around the first 1000 years of the Roman Empire. The book is amazing. Mary Beard did such a great job on not just giving a history with just, some of the facts or some of the probable facts, but she does such a great job at describing what's probably true, what's not true, what evidence might be seen in a certain way. And she does such a great job of not just looking at the emperors and the kings of Rome, but also the citizens and what it was like to be a Roman citizen, or in general, what it was like to be a Roman. And I'm gonna dedicate a full video to it because it really deserves all the praise it can get. But it was an amazing book. I recommend it to everyone. You can also find it very easily when you visit my profile on Goodreads, which you now have seen a video about it. Follow me there, please do. And you can easily find the book SPQR. Add it to your want-to-read reading list and tackle it. It's a fake book, but wow, is it amazing. Second book that I read was The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Frick. This book is very popular. It's been a bestseller for years now. I don't know why I've always postponed reading it, because I felt it was so popular that I doubted it was actually good. Because sometimes with these self-help books, if they become too popular, sometimes the whole magic of it is gone. And I listened to it as an audiobook, and I have to admit, the first half of the book was amazing. I thought it did such a great job at explaining certain things. And I don't agree with everything the author says. For example, he talks a lot in the beginning about Charles Bukowski and how he won in life by not trying at all, and why it's okay to not try at all. Maybe this resonates with you. It just totally didn't resonate with me, where I felt that, sure, you have to find your own way in life, but if you love to have a pursuit, that's what you should do. You shouldn't just do something for the result. But anyway, to keep to the point, I think the book was good. I would give it a 3 out of 5 because I think just the ending was just really not that good. The second half of the book, I just finished it because I want to finish reading the book, but I thought it started strong, and that's such an important thing to tell, why it's so important of not giving a frick sometimes, But then it just slid off the road a little bit too much for me, and I just lost track of what it's really about, this book. And I think maybe the author also just, lost focus a little bit in what his point was. But that's just my opinion. Maybe you love the book and you praise it, maybe you've already read it. I would still recommend reading it because I think it does cover a lot of important things, and in the end, I think it's very important to read books that you don't agree with as well, because it does broaden your perspective, It's not just about only reading things you agree with. It's also important to understand why you don't agree with something, for example. So I would still recommend The Subtle Art of Giving a Frick. Third of all, the third book, because I'm going to read 3 books per month. My third book was Total Recall. It's the autobiography from Arnold Schwarzenegger. And you might ask yourself, Fred, you are such a fan of Arnold Schwarzenegger, you are into fitness. How come you haven't read this until now? What's wrong with you, Fred? Good question, very valid question. I don't know, I've already seen so many speeches of Schwarzenegger that I thought I knew everything about him, but then this book, wow, it's in so much detail, and it's so great because a lot of famous people, when they make an autobiography, they focus on, oh my God, I've done this amazing thing, and I've done that, and I've done that, and oh my God, look how amazing I am, and I've accomplished so much, and it's all hard work, grittiness. You have to keep pushing, But it's not just that. Arnold Schwarzenegger, in a very human way, explains where he came from, what he wanted to do, and what needed to be done to get where he wanted to go. It was not just about working hard and doing this and doing that and becoming famous. No, it was really about someone who discovered what he was good at and understood the steps he had to take to get where he wanted to go. And I think that's very admirable. And he explains it in such a human way where you don't feel that he just wants to brag about what he's done. No, you can really see his passion about what he did, what he didn't do well, what he would have done differently if he could live his life over again, because he has made some mistakes and he really admits that and he doesn't hide from it. And I think that's great. It's really a human like autobiography, and that's why I would give it 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 100 out of 100, 1,000 out of 1,000. You know, it's on all scales, it's worth the full points because there's nothing lacking in this book. He explains what he thinks, why he thinks a certain way, what he didn't do well, what he would do different. That's all it's what life's about. So I think he did such a great job at explaining this. Total Recall from Arnold Schwarzenegger. If you get the chance to read it or listen to it, please do so, add it to your list. And again, please add me on Goodreads. It would be lovely to see your reading challenges. I will give my monthly updates here on the channel with what I've read and what I thought of it and what I will read. Right now, I don't know the 3 books that I'm gonna read next month, but I will put it in the comments by the time this is out, what 3 books I'm gonna read. And please comment what books you're gonna read. Did you finish your January challenge? And how are you gonna transition into the February challenge? Are there certain genres you wanna read? Are there certain books you wanna read? Let me know, maybe I can give you recommendations, maybe you can give me recommendations. I'm looking forward to getting in touch with you in the comments. As always, spread the love, stay positive, be happy. Fred, out.